Are you ready to apply for your first dream job? The first step to get there is to have a well-crafted resume. Resumes are the first point of contact with recruiters. Only if your resume is impressive will you make it to the interviews. Resumes speak volumes about you to the hiring panel. Today we bring you this informative video on resume tips for freshers. If you are stepping into your work life for the first time, not to worry. We have you covered with these top tips to polish your resume. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from Simplilearn. A resume is a document that highlights your career goals, education, skills, achievements, and interest areas. Hence, it is of utmost importance that you package your resume well to get shortlisted by HRs. You barely have 6 to 7 seconds to create a positive impression with your resume. Here are the top 10 tips that will help you craft an impressive fresher resume. 1. First and foremost, you need to pick the right type of resume before filling in your details. Since you are a fresher, you should go with a format that emphasizes more on your skills. Hence, as a fresher, you can go with a functional resume. 2. Our next tip to you is to have a blueprint of your resume. It is wise to pre-plan and organize the resume content. This way, you will better understand what needs to be in the resume and what can be omitted. 3. Before you fill in your resume, be sure to add your contact information. This includes your name, your address, your email ID, and your phone number. You could also add your LinkedIn profile link for better credibility. Now with many interviews happening online, you can also mention your Skype ID. Make sure that every detail you give looks professional. 4. The next point to keep in mind is to have an impressive, short, and powerful headline. Resume headlines give an overview of your background to the recruiters. Hence, craft a good 2 to 3 liner summary about your career goals and qualifications. You could also add some relevant keywords from the job description to capture the recruiter's attention, which will help you stand out from the rest of the candidates. So here's a small task for y'all. Can you craft a very short 1 or 2 liner impressive sample headline that will go on your resume and drop it in the comment section below? Let's have a look at how creative all of us can get, and this will also help us get ideas from one another. 5. Since you are a fresher, the next step is to highlight your education. Have a table and list down your educational details, including the time in reverse chronological order up to your 10th standard. You would also need to mention your CGPA or your percentage in a separate column. Make sure to align all these details in your table. Below this, you can also have a section for your additional education details and mention the certifications you possess in any presented papers. 6. Now it is time to highlight your skills. Choose a set of technical skills and soft skills that you possess, and at the same time, those that are relevant to the job role you are applying for. Again, you can sprinkle a few skills that are mentioned in the job description. While listing your skills, it is wise to use a 2-column format that names the skill and your level of experience with the skill. 7. Since you are a fresher, you might have little to no work experience. Hence, add your internships and project details instead. Mention the duration for the same and list out a few points as to what you did. Make sure to keep it easy to read and structure the content in the form of bullet points. 8. Our next tip for you is to add a section that throws light into your co-curricular activities. Here, you can briefly list down points about hackathons, college fests, sports, and so on. This displays your passion and shows that you are an all-rounder. If you have hosted events or activities, feel free to mention those as it will display your leadership skills. Here, you could also mention your hobbies and interests. You can also add a miscellaneous section mentioning the languages you know and any other accomplishments you are proud of. 9. Another rule to keep in mind while crafting your resume is to be honest. Ensure you don't add false information, as it will leave a bad mark on your profile forever. As a fresher, it is advised that you keep your resume within 2 pages and not more than that. A simple, short, and crisp resume will do the job. On that note, here's a sample resume structure. If you want a detailed resume that can help you grab your dream job, please share your email in the comment section below and we will send it over to you. 10. And our last tip to you is to proofread your resume. Nothing can be worse than having typos or grammatical errors in your resume. Check for spelling mistakes and sentence structure. Having such errors will leave a bad impression on the recruiter, and you might seem careless. In addition to this, make sure your resume is well formatted. and you use the same font type throughout your resume. After carrying out all these checks, remember to share only the PDF version of your resume with the recruiters. So, those were our top 10 resume tips for freshers. Being an excellent candidate with the perfect set of skills won't help if you cannot put that across through your resume. Therefore, it is imperative you craft your resume well and follow our tips to help you land your dream job. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope these resume tips are helpful to all you freshers out there, and we wish you all the very best. Thank you for watching the video, and stay tuned for more from Simplilearn.